Welcome to the Wealthy Woman's Podcast, a podcast for high-achieving women who are great at making money but struggle to build wealth. You'll learn how to take control of your money, increase your net worth, and make more. Ladies, it's time to create a life with more money and more freedom. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wealth Building Series. I am so excited to tell you about this series that I will be sharing with you over the next 2 weeks. Every single weekday over the next 2 weeks, you will get an episode uploaded into your podcast feed that will be taking you through the 10 parts of wealth building. These episodes are going to be short and sweet, and I am doing this because guess what? It is the Wealthy Woman's Podcast 1 year anniversary. We launched this podcast 1 year ago in April. I cannot believe it. Time sure does fly. But not only is it our 1 month anniversary, it is also Financial Literacy Month. April is Financial Literacy Month. So this is a great opportunity for me to celebrate the anniversary and to really help you all master your finances and build wealth. And I think it's a great way to gear up and get all of you ready for my upcoming masterclass that is happening April 20th, April 21st, and April 25th. The exact same masterclass I'm conducting 3 different times. And I think this is a great way to get everybody ready for it, to get everyone excited and registered. And so if you haven't already saved your seat, go on over and do that. You can go to the show notes, or you can simply go to jermainefoley.com/class, pick your date, pick your time, and make sure you're registered. You can get all the details about it there. So these episodes that I'm going to be releasing over the next 2 weeks during the weekdays are going to be short and sweet, and it's going to be 10 parts to this wealth building series. And so today we're going to dive into part 1. So let's go ahead and get to it. Here is what I want you to know. When I work with my clients privately or inside of the Wealthy Woman's Academy, we all start with the very most important thing, and that is figuring out what is most important to the client. So when I sit down with them, that very first meeting, we get super clear on what's most important to the client, especially around their lifestyle. Like, what do they really want out of life? What do they really want to experience out of life? And that is where we start. Because you really can't go any further than that until you really find out what is the driving force behind everything you want to do with your money. And that is around your values, right? And I've talked about values before on the podcast. And really all your values are beliefs and priorities that should guide the way you use your money. Now, if you know what is important to you, then it will be a no-brainer on what you will spend your money on. The reason why a lot of women are not building wealth is because they are not intentionally spending money on things that are important to them. They are spending money mindlessly. And I want to offer that once you can figure out your values, you begin to spend on things that matter to you without guilt and without shame. And you stop spending on things that are meaningless to you. The reason why a lot of us can't really afford, I'm using that word in air quotes, to do the things that we really want to do, travel the way we want to travel, buy the things we want to buy. The reason why we feel like we don't have enough money to do those things, even though we make a good income, is because we're spending on any and everything without regards to what's most important to us, right? We're spending our money in a way that entertains us. And I want to let you know, I want you to hear me really, really clear when I say this. It is not your money's job to entertain you. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling bored, that is something that you should work on, and your money should not be responsible for altering your mood. When you use your money in this way, instead of spending on your values, you will not be able to build wealth. You will always be behind the 8 ball. And so I want you to separate the two. Spending your money on things that really matter to you, right? And not spending it on things that don't. And to stop using your money to make you feel better. When you're bored, when you're stressed, we turn to retail therapy. And that is the quickest way to not build wealth, because you're using all of your wealth building tools, your money, your dollars, to alter your mood, which in fact is only a temporary alteration. It does not permanently make you feel better. Yes, you get a hit of dopamine in the moment you feel better, but whatever was bothering you before, whatever you were bored about, whatever you were stressed about, whatever you were frustrated about, that thing didn't go away. It's still there. So once that high of the buy goes down, guess what? You still have to contend with whatever was bothering you. And now you have less money and more stress and less peace of mind because you used your money in a way that didn't serve you. Now, I mentioned to you at the very beginning that when I work with my clients, the very first thing we do is discover their values. And I just want to share a few of the values that seem to pop up over and over again when I work with people. Financial security is always on the list, but here's what I want you to know about that. It's always on the list, but it's always underfunded. It's the one area that people say they value their financial security, but they're not allocating their money to make sure that they're financially secure. So that's one of the first things we do is get into alignment with that value. The other value that I always see is family happiness. They want to create memories with their family. A lot of times that's through travel and adventure and just spending quality time together. And again, sometimes they're not able to do this because they're spending their money mindlessly on things that don't matter, right? We also hear a lot about appearance and health and service, personal development, and also spirituality. So those are some of the values that people have. Some of those values can be fulfilled without money. That's 100% possible. But some of them need money in order to actually make them happen, right? Especially when you think about financial security, especially when you think about other things like travel and adventure and things like that, and even self-development. So the whole point of this part of the Wealth Building series is to give you an opportunity to reflect on your own spending habits. Are you spending in alignment with your values? And if the answer is yes, give yourself a pat on the back. And if the answer is no, this is not a time to beat yourself up. However, this is a great opportunity for you to reflect and then make a decision to move forward where you are spending in a way that really does benefit you, that really is in alignment with your values, and really will let you live the life that you truly desire to live. Okay, so that is what I have for you all today. Remember, every single weekday over the next 2 weeks, you will be getting another episode dropped into your feed every single morning. So make sure you check it out. And if you haven't saved your seat for the How to Build Wealth Without a Strict Budget Masterclass, be sure to do that now. You can go to the show notes or go to jermainefoley.com/class. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hey, before you go, if you're ready to create a life with more money and more freedom, then you're invited to join the Wealthy Woman's Academy, my signature coaching program where you'll learn how to take control of your money and build wealth without sacrificing your lifestyle. To get started, head on over to jermainefoley.com/WWA. That's Jermaine with a G. See you over there. Bye-bye.